The laziest animal in the barn is not the pig. It might be the dog watching the pig from the sofa. That feels wrong because the pig has been framed as nature's damp pillow. It lies in mud, it grunts, it has the body shape of an animal that has emotionally committed to lunch. Meanwhile, the dog gets the heroic image, loyal, alert, ready for action. Then the dog spends half the day becoming one with the carpet. So why does the pig get the lazy label? The answer starts with the wrong pig. The pig in our imagination is usually not a free-ranging animal moving through leaves, roots, fallen fruit, insects, mud, and hidden smells. It is a farm pig in a small space, or a cartoon pig in a puddle, or a pink blob beside a trough like food has become its full-time religion. But a pig with space is not a lazy animal. A pig with space is a nose with legs. The snout is not just a face part, it is a shovel, a sensor, and a decision-making tool pressed into the dirt. When pigs can roam, they root through soil, flip leaves, sniff for buried food, chew stems, dig, wander, test objects, and search again. Their day is not built around waiting, it is built around investigation. And finding food as a pig is not a neat little supermarket trip. There are no shelves labeled tubers, no sign saying worms, aisle 4. Food is scattered in patches. Some is under the soil, some is inside plants, some is hidden in smells the human nose would miss. A pig has to read the ground, push into it, decide whether the spot is worth the effort, and move on. That is the real pig job, not sitting, searching. This is why feral pigs can tear up fields, forest edges, lawns, and wetlands. They are not simply having a snack, they are working the landscape with their faces. A group of pigs can turn over soil. And this matters because humans changed the stage. We took an animal strongly motivated to explore, root, chew, smell, and search, and put many pigs in places where those behaviors were limited. We fed them from one spot. We simplified the ground. We removed the forest floor, the scattered food, the deep smells, the choices, and the long problem-solving day. Then, when the pig had little meaningful work left to do, it lay down, and humans said, "Look how lazy it is." But that is not a fair trial. That's like taking a detective, locking him in an empty room, and then accusing him of having no hobbies. The animal did not become lazy. The environment stopped asking for its intelligence. This is where dogs become funny. Dogs can absolutely be active. Some herd sheep, track scents, pull sleds, and guide people. Dogs are not biological furniture. But the average pet dog is not living like a wolf at the edge of winter. It is living like a furry roommate with a food subscription. The hunt has been outsourced. The territory is mostly the living room, the hallway, and the emotionally important rectangle near the kitchen. Food appears in a bowl. Water appears in another bowl. Enemies include the mail carrier, the vacuum cleaner, and one suspicious plastic bag. So the dog rests. Not because it is morally weak, because sleep and rest are normal, useful, and deeply biological. Many dogs sleep or rest for a large part of the day, varying with age, breed, health, stimulation, and routine. In a safe home, with food guaranteed and danger mostly imaginary, the old rhythm becomes softer. Wake, check the room, follow human to refrigerator, receive nothing, collapse dramatically. Cats push the logic further. A cat is a predator shaped around conservation and short bursts. Save energy, explode, miss the toy mouse, pretend the wall was the real target. So if we judge by hours spent lounging, the pig is not the obvious champion. The pig is the animal we made look lazy by removing much of the work its body is motivated to do. Dogs and cats are the animals we invited indoors, fed automatically, protected from danger, and then watched as they became professional nap engineers. But the deeper truth is not that dogs are bad and pigs are heroic. The deeper truth is that lazy is often a bad human word for an animal in the wrong setting. A pig lying in a bare pen may not be revealing a character flaw. It may be revealing boredom. A dog sleeping all afternoon may not be failing at life. It may be following a rhythm shaped by ancestry, safety, and the strange luxury of being loved by humans. Animals do not come with human job descriptions. They come with bodies, instincts, and needs shaped by particular problems. The pig's world makes sense when there is ground to question. The dog's world makes sense when rest follows bursts of attention and movement. The cat's world makes sense when sleep saves fuel for the next tiny ambush. So maybe the myth of the lazy pig says less about pigs than it says about the environments we create. We saw an animal resting after we had taken away the search, and we mistook stillness for character. The wild pig is not a couch potato. It is a restless search engine made of muscle, mud, and nose. And somewhere nearby, a dog is sleeping through the entire argument.